Once we're good at doing our assisted from the flat ground, we can get a step stool. It's basically this is about a 6-inch step. So we can start to simulate that push up, but we're going to start to get a little bit more depth into it because we can kind of sit down a little more in the back leg. So we can do the same thing with the, start out with the opposite hand support. We use that back foot, the back ball of the foot or the toe a little bit to help us out a little. So we can get that little bit of pressure. So we can always set our foot, even pressure, big toe, little toe, heel to start, so we start centered. And we're going to think as we drive up, we want to think this forward foot is going to do most of the work. We want to feel it's an even, like a more of a straight down push, like middle of the foot, maybe slight bias to the heel. We want to feel when we push through, we're going to be able to balance at the top, like we end up with that centered foot sort of at the end, and we can get that so we can hang here for a little bit. If we start to just bounce off the kneecap and we start to just shift forward first, we're going to go forward into the knee and we're just going to bounce off our quad. It's not going to give us the side hip stability that is the whole reason we're doing this. So basically we can use this hand to get a little bit of help. We start with a full palm, fist. Eventually we want to get down to fingertips and take those away one by one. We can also use this back foot as like almost a little calf raise as an active assistive. As this front foot, we always start by pushing with that pressure on the front leg, and we can use that back foot to get that little bit of a calf raise from the right side to kind of help us out on that left, and then on the way back down too. Just to give it that little extra boost, because if we're trying to do this and we feel we're just throwing ourselves forwards or arching our back to keep upwards, we actually need a little boost from the rest of our body to get into the weak spot, otherwise we're starting at too high of a level. So to be set up in here, pressure like we're pressing the floor away from us on the left leg, give as much help as we need from the back leg to get this hip started to drive through. Finish, try and balance at the top for a second if you can, then back down slow. Try to work into a feather touch on that downside. If that's tough, we can always start with this toe here and give us just enough support to sit back into this hip and start to feel it work. So basically, try that out. Any questions? Give us a call or email, and have a good day.